County police departments are mourning one of their own this morning. Deptford Township Police Officer Robert Shisler has died after being shot in the line of duty, and this happened back in March. And so many people were pulling from him. The whole community really came together, Steve. This really is disheartening news.
Yeah, the community waking up to this news, too, because it just came out at dinner time last night. So we've seen a lot of people showing up to this growing tribute here. You can see there's a woman taking pictures now out front here on the sidewalk, and a lot of people trying to add to this as well. I don't even know if there's any more room on the hood. You see all those flowers and flags. And then in front of the last patrol vehicle that Bobby Shisler drove on duty, a lot of candles. And so a lot of people are approaching and taking pictures and adding to this. And then black bunting all around the Deptford Township Municipal Building, which shares this building with the Deptford Police, as their headquarters is right here. And then one of the many Shisler Strong signs that we see in the grass here, along with the flag at half-staff. So all those solemn things that you see, and somebody now coming up with more flowers here up the sidewalk now. But let's show you some video. And Bobby Shisler loved animals like we all do on this show. And we met him on another wild animal chase, but there he is when he saved ducklings that jumped down a sewer, and their mother was frantic trying to find them, and Bobby and his fellow officers went into the sewer and grabbed the ducklings. But yesterday, it was a solemn procession. This is 34th and Spruce, the hospital at the University of Pennsylvania, then down along the Schuylkill and into the medical examiner's garage at 15th and Callow Hill, another office that shares a headquarters with Philadelphia Police. And so just to see these flags at half-staff, you know something's wrong if you didn't get the news last night, and people driving by and finding out from us that he died in the hospital yesterday. We learned it from the police chief here, and then we saw so many officers heading over the Walt Whitman Bridge to be part of that procession. And boy, it was sad, but so many there to salute and honor Bobby and see his family off. And there you see his family there. That's his brother, who's also a police officer, and his dad, also a police officer. So those two were saluted. Boy, it's been a tough 2 months. Bobby was shot in the line of duty March 10th. Here along Delsey Drive when he tried to make a pedestrian stop. And ever since, the community has been selling T-shirts and lawn signs, trying to raise money and raise awareness for Bobby's fight for life. And let me show you a couple of the signs here, as the great wiffle ball player is now being remembered for his fun off-duty and his great work on duty, giving his life for the people of Deptford. And a couple of the signs here that the kids wrote, they wrote a Bobby, thank you for your service sign in a heart. And they also wrote, thank you for giving your life in the line of duty. And let me show you those pictures on Facebook from our time with him. The Deptford Police posted this picture. Bobby and a couple of other officers asked, can we take a picture with you, Steve? We were there when we were finding that black bear, and we were out there. We found it for them, and then they came over. And boy, it's an honor to have my arm around this guy's shoulder. And it stinks today knowing that he lost his life in the line of duty just about 100 yards from where we took this picture 3 years ago. So a tough morning for us in the news business, as it is for the community and law enforcement as a whole. And boy, it'll be another tougher day when they announce his funeral arrangements for later this week for sure. So there you see, sunrise doesn't really make this any more acceptable to see this picture out here in front of the Deptford Township Municipal Building. But boy, everybody is adding to this by the minute out here, and you can understand why. Alex, Mike.
Steve, do you know, was there a medical complication other than, you know, the gunshot?
No, Mike, we had gotten word about 5 weeks ago that they had to remove part of his right leg. So he was moved from the Cooper over to Penn, and boy, it just seemed to be getting worse, and you were hoping for the good news. Right. And then his grandmother posted about his leg having to be amputated 3 days ago on Facebook. And so that word was confirmed. And you know, I don't even know if we're going to get the word but about exactly what happened. But, you know, we see people die almost weekly in Philadelphia by being shot in the leg. You get that femoral artery right there. You can either bleed to death, and then sometimes you can get just an infection. Yeah, that's it. It's, you know, sometimes things just don't work out, and who knows why. But he had the best medical team he could get over at Penn, and boy, it's just awful news to hear that he died almost 2 months to the day, because that was March 10th, and then yesterday, you know, May 7th.
Yeah, we were all encouraged because he was. They said he was recovering, and that. Wow. All right. Thanks, Steve.